from Los Angeles, this is the Echelon Radio Network.
Big night at the Original Mixer. I'm Frank Mottek from 790 KABC, and it's an honor to be with you tonight here on the Echelon Podcast Network at the Echelon Business Development Original Mixer. And right now, Echelon member and one of the founders, as a matter of fact, and co-founder and managing partner in the M&A world here as well, Matt Coletta is with me here at the Original Mixer. Matt, great to meet you. Thank you very much for stepping up to the microphone here this evening. And first of all, tell us about your involvement with Echelon in this big event.
Thank you, Frank. Glad to be here. So a group of us started Echelon, which focuses on business development. And we saw a need for an organization to provide various services, podcasts, YouTube videos, blogs, and we do a lot of work with LinkedIn and so forth. So a lot of our energy and focus is on helping our members basically adapt and learn how to market themselves today in the digital age.
Right. Social networking, and there's no substitute for a real social networking site, which is what we're seeing here at this fantastic event. And you're also involved in the M&A world, right? So tell us about that.
I am the co-founder and managing partner of M&A Business Advisors. We have 7 offices throughout California and Nevada. We specialize in the sale of privately owned businesses in a wide range of industries, manufacturing, distribution, service, construction, medical practices, and others. And we help privately owned businesses prepare their business for sale. California is unique in how people do business here. It's a very high tax state, so people get very creative. So we have to essentially help people unwind a lot of what they do or what they have done over the years, help them prepare their business, put it into a position where it's saleable and also financeable. And then we put packaging together and then go out into the marketplace and find buyers and manage the whole process of transferring the ownership.
Are you seeing more people unwinding these days? How is M&A activity looking at the moment?
So we are finally seeing what is referred to as the baby boomer effect. There's been a lot of studies and reports that talked about the baby boomers selling their business. A lot of those studies were done based on people retiring 60, 62, 64, and what we're seeing is people are retiring a little bit later, 68, 70. So they were off a little bit, and now we're starting to see the peak of that. So activity is high. A lot of baby boomers looking to sell. And what's interesting is a lot of people that are in their 40s and 50s using their savings, 401k, looking to purchase those businesses.
All right. What's the hottest area in M&A activity at the moment?
Well, there's a lot of private equity money out there, so we work with a lot of those groups. They like to focus on manufacturing and service businesses. And so any company that has made it through the Great Recession and has made it through COVID and has proof of concept, those businesses are in high demand.
All right, and we're seeing pressure in commercial real estate these days. What do you see happening in that world?
So we represent the commercial properties that are related to the businesses that we sell. For example, I recently sold a company that manufactures foam packaging products, and that owner also owned the 40,000 square foot commercial property industrial building. So those transactions that we handle are typically related to the business itself, and commercial property is on fire in California, especially if it's industrial, lots of demand. And so those properties tend to generate a lot of interest, and sometimes we will actually sell the business just because we're selling the business.
Well, it looks like we have a lot of distressed office buildings, see-through office buildings out there at the moment.
There are distressed office buildings out there. We're starting to see things turn. So depending on the market, anything along the 101 corridor is starting to rebound. And so most of our clients are maintaining their office space, and they're starting to bring back staff and their employees back. So that demand will start to do better as we move along.
All right. And what's your gut feeling on the economy this year?
This year is going to be an interesting year. There's a lot of money out there, but it's very cautious. The people that control that money are very careful. Everyone is pretty much predicting a recession this year. Obviously, interest rate, cost of money is super high right now. So we're seeing deals, we're seeing transactions, but it involves being creative on making the buyer, whoever it may be, a private individual, a private equity group, an industry, synergy buyer. They've got to feel comfortable with the terms of the transaction to help mitigate any risk that they may feel.
Just based on the energy in this room, it seems the animal spirits are definitely back and very high at the moment. Looks like a perfect time for deal making.
Yeah, this is a great crowd here. We've got over 250 people that registered, and it's a rainy night here. We're supposed to have a big storm, and it's great to see all these people. Yeah, apparently a blizzard in LA. But great to see this crowd here, and this is very impressive.
That's great, and certainly you're active locally with all the movers and shakers in the M&A world. I'm sure you've been involved in some of the big M&A awards events and ACGLA, right, and right down the line.
Yeah, involved with ACG 101 and occasionally LA, and of course Echelon, and involved in other organizations as well. So we're definitely seeing people coming back and getting more involved, which is a great sign.
That's great. For people in the M&A world, a lot of connections being made here at Echelon.
Absolutely. We've got bankers, private equity groups here, a lot of service providers, so great to see a lot of old friends.
That's great. And for those who are maybe first-timers here, what else do we need to know about Echelon?
So Echelon is a great organization, and we have a lot of value. A lot of the assets that we have with echelonbizdev.com, with our YouTube page. We also own Top Trusted Advisors. And so if you go to our website, you'll see at the very top all the assets that we have. And we have a lot to offer for a pretty nominal annual fee. And we hope that everyone checks us out and considers joining.
Fantastic, Matt. Well, we'll let you get back to the mixing and the mega schmoozing here tonight. What a night. Absolutely fantastic. Matt Coletta, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you, Frank. Great to see you.
Likewise. Thank you very much.
Presented by Echelon Business Development. More than just networking. Way more.